What is up out there, friends? Got Ocean out here. We're just gonna talk a little bit about some I'll nerd out a little bit. Do our own
That's
little
the
power
point.
ranking
That's the
here.
point of it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We'll have some fun with it. We're gonna start with the S tier. You know, no messing about.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, here.
Anyways, San Francisco Shock. They are good.
I don't.
They
Yeah,
are
I
good
don't
at
see any
Overwatch.
reason to not have this roster at the top.
Ridiculous.
Going into this season, I think one of the most important things to keep in mind is going to be travel and how much
Yeah.
that's going to have an impact on teams. And where just solid, consistent play, I think, is going to win out at the end of the day. Personally, a little bit more than the All Star.
Yeah.
But with that said, the Shock have both.
They also have
Yeah.
very features, which in my opinion is going to help next season because, especially the air quality in like Korea, China isn't great. They've got Korean players, American players. They can like, kind of fit in everywhere. Also, they've got a lot of players. Rascal, Striker, their coach Krusty, Architect are all bilingual. So it's definitely very, very helpful for them.
Yeah, they are set for season 3 here.
Any negatives to this team? Like, no. I don't think so.
I really don't see it. I really don't see it.
Who's their assistant coach? We got 2 decent assistant coaches.
No, I mean, even if we went into some sort of dive meta, I don't think they would struggle.
Smurf has a very good Winston. Super Winston's great, but Smurf's wins.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Smurf has a great Winston. Obviously, Sinatra, wonderful Tracer. It'd be awesome to see Sinatra
and Striker as well.
Tracer. Oh, and then Striker, yeah, it's probably was best Tracer in season 1 for sure.
Yeah, the only problem I can see in this team is that they have Architect and Striker on the bench, and Dennis. Any one of them could throw a hissy fit up on the bench. If those players are that good that they shouldn't bench, they can just complain, and I can see that maybe being an issue.
But I think we're going to see a lot more rotation.
That's what I hope.
That's where I'm talking. The travel is really going to take its toll, and the teams that can rotate players out and that can successfully put in subs, have great bench players. It's going to be kind of have like an NBA, similarity there, where great bench players I think are really going to carry this season. And that's,
yeah, definitely.
So I think Striker. I think Striker and Architect will see a lot more playtime. I think we will see more of a combination of Super and Smurf, where Smurf played more in the playoffs and all that.
I mean, they have 5 DPS, which I think is fine. Most rosters do. They're 2 main tanks, which is really nice. However, they only have 1 main support, which is Mop, and 1 off tank, which is Choi. Them two could get very, very tired and stressed very quickly. Actually, do they only have 1 flex support as well? They have 1 flex support. But Rascal can play Baptiste and Zen. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is Rascal might be able to flex in there and help that out.
But main support and off tank, maybe pick up, I don't know, just like a nice flex player, like who's like a really cheap off tank that's on the market right now. Zimba, throw Zimba out there. I don't know why I've mentioned just an off tank.
That's a brilliant idea. Just to have a solid backup. I mean, they do still have room. What is this? This is a 10-man roster, so they do still have room for 2 more pickups here. All right.
I mean, this roster's just good. This
roster's stacked. There's no world in which you don't put this at the top going into 2020. And I agree with the sentiment that they really could be on the verge of the Overwatch dynasty, of something where they are the team to beat for the next 3 years.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a shock to me if they did that.
But bump. Yeah. So rounding out our S tier, I think the second one we got to put in S tier. I'm thinking Nixel. What are your thoughts, Ocean?
I think MRXL. I mean, the flexibility on the roster. One thing that the side of MRXL missed in the first 2 seasons is, if I bring up the roster, is effective backups for one. Effective backups and just effective players completely, like who and effective leadership other than Sibyobi. Like whenever Sibyobi was out of the lineup, it's a bit meh. But if you look at their roster currently, I mean, you've got Sabiobi, Libero, Nene, and who are you on DPS as DPS players? who are all extremely competent and flexible, other than maybe Sebulbe on the flexible side.
Right.
You have Mono, and you have 2 off tanks this time. You have Hopper, who's a bit more flexible, Bianca, who is very, very tuned to the D.Va and the Zarya, but struggles on a couple of the other heroes, but he's good. Well, in my opinion, he's good. Some other people might say no. So they have 2 off tank players, which is nice. Hopper's a little bit more. I never thought Meko was great, to be honest, and that's a hot take. I don't think Meko was ever that great. We'll talk about that later, though. We're not talking about Meko. We're talking about Hopper, and Hopper has always been consistent on each team he's been in. Fusion and Charge, he's been consistent. I like the pickup.
Yeah, I think Hopper's a great pickup for them. I have high hopes for the Charge as well, but yeah, no, I think he'll work well within this organization.
Definitely. Also, Mandu, who's a very nice support player. He's underage currently. But he can play Lucian Baptiste. Chance to take to main support.
I mean, NIXL is such a tricky one, but I think the pickups they made are really good.
Their roster's actually kind of fake this time.
Now, Bianca. Now, the tank line. Speaking of the tank line, this one's a question.
Bianca.
Where did Bianca come from? Bianca comes from their academy team who recently disbanded.
Yeah, but that kind of good. KSP and Bianca. Those were standouts on that team. Bianca is, as I was saying, isn't that flexible and isn't like a superstar, but he's good at D.Va and Zarya. He's good at those heroes. Like, is he top 2 team level? No, but I think Hopper's going to start, so I don't think that's going to matter to me that much.
Right. It's that flexibility thing. There's a big jump down there, but is it as much as other teams? And I think this starting line is gonna really shine.
Nene.
I think Nene is phenomenal. So with and then with Who Are You Command, I mean, you expect that to be the DPS starting line?
Probably Nene, Who Are You, or Nene and
SBB.
Yeah, it really depends. They have 4 very players. I mean, the only problem with Sebulbe is he's a little inflexible.
But he's their shot caller, is he not?
And he's more of their leader, I believe. Their shot caller, because their shot caller used to be Arc.
Right before Arc went down to Washington. Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's Onoma. That's my guess. I don't know. But Sebulbe's like their captain and leader, so he's probably very important to have around.
Yeah, I really do have high hopes for this team. I think they're going to be absolutely a mainstay and solid as a rock. Again, that consistency and flexibility.
Okay.
Things I will be.
I mean, they've always been consistent.
Exactly. And I think that's gonna serve them well in season 3 of All the Travel.
Yeah, I also like the fact that they have added the flexibility, something they didn't have in previous seasons. So they'll definitely get strong.
So yeah, I'd have to say, Who Are You is the one that needs to really step up for them to meet my expectations here in this number 2 slot. And then
definitely. Well, I think the fact this is number 2 is because this is a safe pick for number 2. The rest of the teams maybe could be better than NYXL, but they also could, as Fletch people said, they could just shit the bed.